Mingəçevir State University, Esmer Hacıyeva, Methodology of Teaching English. Today I would like to say almost short form of one aspect of teaching English at school. As we know, this methodology means the ways of teaching and the ways of learning. And in teaching, there are four aspects: listening, reading, speaking, and writing. Today, I would like to speak only about teaching listening. What does it mean, listening? Listening is the most common communicative activity in daily life. We can expect to listen twice as much as we speak, 4 times more than we read, and 5 times more than we write. Listening is also important for obtaining input that is necessary for language development. Okay, what is involved in listening and comprehension? First, speech perception. It means sound discrimination, recognize stress, patterns, intonation, pauses, and etc. Second, word recognition. Recognize the sound pattern as a word, locate the word in the lexicon, and grammatical and semantic information about the word. Sentence processing, paraphrasing the text sentence constitutes building a structure. The fourth one is construct the literal meaning of the sentence. Select the relevant meaning of the case of ambiguous. Recognize cohesive in this concept. Infer the implied meaning and intention. Predict what is to be said, decide how to respond. Principles of teaching listening. There are more principles of teaching English. Listening sounds, first of all, we should say that listening is the most important part of the learning English. First, listening should be received primary attention, the early stage of this instruction. Maximize the use of material that's relevant to students' real life. It means we should give the text or material to the level of the students. Okay, maximize the use of authentic language. Vary the materials in terms of speakers, gender, age, dialect, accent, topic, speed, notice level, and genre. Always ask students to listen with purpose and allow them to show their comprehension in a task. It means we should give freeness to the student to say their own decision. Okay, language material intended to be used for training listening comprehension should never be presented visually first. Okay, ideas and activities for teaching listening. First, listening and performing actions and operations. Second, listening and transferring information. Fourth, listening for the enjoyment, pleasure, and sociability. Then, the listening, evaluation, and manipulating information. Listening and solving problem. Then, interactive listening and negotiating meaning through questioning, answering rules. Okay. The first one, listening and performing actions and operations. What does it mean? It means that when the students listen to text or some material, they should be able to draw what do they hear. Drawing a picture, figure, or design. Locating roots of specific points on a map. Selecting or identifying a picture of a person, place, or thing from description. Fourth, performing the hand or body movement as in the songs and games, such as Simon Says Hockey Pocky. Operating a piece of equipment, such as camera, recorder, projector, pencil sharpener, and etc. Carrying out steps in a process such as step solving a math problem, science experiment, cooking sequences. The second is listening and transferring information. What does it mean? Students listen to the text. They should be able to transfer what they have heard. And for this, there are 5 points of this listening and transferring information. Listening and taking a telephone in a person message by either transcribing the entire message word by word or writing down notes on the important items. Listening and filling in blanks in a gap story game. Then listening and completing a form of chat. Listening and summarizing the gist of a short story, report, or talk. Listening to how to talk how to cook something, how to run a piece of equipment, how to play a game. Listening to a talk or lecture and taking notes. Yeah, this presentation. Okay. Listening, evaluation, and manipulating information. This is also one main part of the listening. Writing information received and reviewing in order to answer questions to solve a problem. Evaluating information in order to make a decision and construct a plan or action. What does it mean? Writing information received, reviewing. It means when we write and at the same time listen, we should answer the questions what we hear. Evaluating information in order to make decisions or construct a plan of action. Evaluating, it means you are evaluating the knowledge of the students, what they have learned and what they have prepared. Okay, evaluating arguments in order to develop position for or against. Positive and negative. While reading and listening material, they should be answer the question, what kind of negative actions or what kind of positive action do they find in this text. Okay, projecting from information received and making predictions. Oh, what does it mean? We give some part of the text to the students, they listen, afterwards they continue this with their prediction. What should be at the end of this story? Evaluating and combining information, evaluating and condensing information, evaluating and elaborating of extending information, and organizing unaudited information received into a pattern of orderly relationship. Then fourth, I think, interactive listening and negotiating. What does it mean? It means question and answering. Question and answering. Question types. Repetition. You know that repetition gives a lot of possibility to learn knowledge. Paraphrase. For example, repetition. Could you repeat the part about something? Your paraphrase. Could you say that again? I don't understand. What do you mean by? Verification. Did you understand? You to say what? In other words, you mean. What do you mean this one? Clarification. Could you tell me what do you mean? These are the questions which should be answered in routines. It is routines concept. Okay. Listening and solving problem. Word games in which the answer must be derived from verbal clues. Okay, number games and oral story, authentic problems, asking questions in order to identify something as in 20 questions. Classroom verifies. of password, Jeopardy, 20 questions in which careful listening is critical to questions that answer or answers and questions. Okay? Then listening for enjoyment, pleasure, and sociability. This is the main interested thing of students. The students always listen music or any kind of text for enjoyment. Listen for enjoyment, pleasure, and sociability. Listening to songs, stories, plays, poems, jokes, anecdotes, teacher chat, to tape with some of the clues, then shares information in order to solve the mystery. Yes. And what's goal and techniques for teaching listening? Let's see. Focus. The listening process. To accept the goal, instructors focus on the process of listening rather than in product. It means we don't pay attention to the product. Simply, we should pay attention for the listening process. Okay, then integrating cognitive strategies. There are 3 points of strategies. The first, before listening, during and after listening, and after listening. Okay, then before listening, we should plan what we are going to give the students to listen. Set a purpose or decide for advocates to its listen for. Okay. By the way, I would like to say that when we plan listening, we should know why we do this, for what purpose we do, and what do we want as a result of this listening. Okay. Okay, now there are modern methods of teaching listening. First, interpersonal activities, group activities, audio segments, video segments, and instructional tips. Let's see what does it mean interpersonal activities. It means one effective and effective way of interpersonal activity means 2 or more students are talking with each other, and with this they improve their English. Okay, audio segments, as a lesson we always use this. We give them audio tape, audio materials, and ask them to listen and to answer the question, to find out the names of the personality in these audio segments. Video segments for videos. When we give video segments, we ask them, what does it mean? What do you see there? And what sounds are there? Are they familiar to you, or are they familiar to you, or new one? Okay, and there are some instructions, tips. Yeah, we should follow all the instructions which we need. First of all, while listening, we should pay attention to the pronunciation, stress, intonation, and grammatical points, word order, structure, word structure, and that's all. I think for today it is shortly this one. Thank you for your attention.